Hello, DC Dental Society members. I'm your Executive Director, Kurt Gallagher. This morning, I'm here talking with your new president of the DC Dental Society, Dr. Ladan Basiri. Dr. Basiri, hello.
Good morning, Kurt. Happy Tuesday, and good morning to everyone.
Good morning. We're taking this time to chat with you so the members can get to know you a little bit better and learn about you and your vision for the DC Dental Society. So what is your vision for the next year for the society?
Let me first thank you and also let people know that I was supposed to be shaking hands with everyone and meet everyone in person. And for now, we have to deal with this virtual meeting, and I am sorry about that, but we have to do our best in this time. To let you know about my vision for a DC Dental Society, it's a long list, but I will try to go through it fast. I like to be this society to be a voice of members and to be there for them. I like this society to be collegial, engage members, and create value and relevant, high-quality educational content for everyone. And I like to create an open, diverse, inclusive, and transparent society to be informative and up-to-date on the issues related to dentistry, to listen, change, and evolve, to collaborate with other organizations, and to represent DCDS. To increase volunteer engagement, we really need at this time to increase our volunteer engagement. This is a special time in history and we need their support and engagement. And we also need new members, and we also need to retain our old members, the members that we already have, and we really, really need help in that department. We need to increase also in future, hopefully our presence in social media, and to create fun activities and social venues, and hopefully when we get together in person, we will have our happy hours and our networking fun times. And we like to listen actively and be transparent and kind to everybody. We like to keep DCDS sustainable and protected and to be on par with the mission and vision of DCDS. I'm certain that we will come out of this public health and economic crisis stronger and serve our patients in a better capacity as dentists. We will be a stronger profession and continue to serve people.
Wow, that's an ambitious vision.
Yes, it is.
So what would you say are your priorities then for your term as president?
My priorities are to be thoughtful and effective, to support all these CDS members during this pandemic to the best of our abilities, and to find a new normal for our programs that support our members.
So when you say new normal, for me, that makes me think about change. So are there ways you think the society or the dental community needs to change to get better or get stronger or cope better with the circumstances?
This society is for members by the members. We have changing and evolving, and we will continue to do so. We strive for best practices, collegiality, diversity, inclusion. We like to have a bigger and stronger presence in community service. We also do learning. We like value proposition for our members and communicating regularly to our members. To keep them up to date about changes in dentistry and the new constantly changing regulations by the government, ADA, CDC, OSHA, FDA, and other organizations pertaining to the business of dentistry, licensing, CE requirements, third-party payers, and the standard of care in DC and nationwide. We strive to have a larger presence in our community and to better serve and educate the underserved communities.
When you talk about underserved communities, I understand you've done some work in that area throughout your career. Could you share a little bit more about that?
I have been, for the last 4 years, under the directorship of Dr. Karen Owens, I have been an attending or a dental officer at the St. Elizabeth Hospital Residency Program. And our students go to a center called ARC, which is assessment recovery center for addicts and people with, behavioral problems through the DC Health. And this has been an amazing experience, and for our students also, it's a very unique experience. It's a very unique patient population, and Dr. Owen's vision is to integrate dentistry into medicine and behavioral health. And she has been in the forefront. She has been writing grants and trying to basically move us forward in this program, and we are very grateful to her.
Sounds like some admirable work.
Yes, it is very admirable. It's a very futuristic vision, and hopefully it will get better and better and improve.
And you're bringing together then dentistry into behavioral health to help people, lead a better life overall.
Right, and it changes lives. Dentistry it makes people realize that oral health is part of total health, and a better health is always, a better quality of life.
You may have given us a new slogan for DC Dental Society. Oral health is part of total health. So
I hope so. For that.
So I want the members to get to know you a little bit as well. So, one of the questions, I think maybe my regular question for every dentist is, what made you want to become a dentist?
Well, I'm sure a lot of my colleagues are like me, that when I was a child, I used to walk around with the stethoscopes and with giving everybody injections and vaccines. Some of us have reinvented ourselves, but for myself, I've always been interested in research and health business. And I chose dentistry to have a positive impact on public's health. And when I was in private practice, I always wanted to improve my patients' life and improve their confidence also by giving them a better health. And it doesn't hurt to have a beautiful smile. It really makes a difference in people's lives.
It does indeed, absolutely. So on that, so many dentists specialize, but you chose not to. Could you just share a little bit about your thinking about that?
Well, I thought about that very hard when I graduated. I was part of a 5-year program. So I decided, my husband, of course, is an orthodontist, and he was in the ortho program, graduated from that. But I decided to be a general dentist because I enjoy doing all aspects of general dentistry, or all aspects of dentistry. I believe that a general dentist is like a team's quarterback who knows the game plan and calls the play in the huddle. Directs the team towards the end zone and helps the team win. I enjoy doing all dental procedures and working with the specialists to complete comprehensive treatment plans for all my patients. Or in other words, to go to my analogy, go to the end zone and win. So that was completed the treatment plan. In addition, as I mentioned, I've always enjoyed doing research and teaching, and I practice evidence-based dentistry by keeping up with the science. Science is so important, and I try to also teach that to my students.
That's great. Yeah, there's so much change and so much new knowledge that's gained about.
Yes, keeping up with everything. It's tough.
So how long have you been in the DC area?
I have lived in the DMV since I moved here from Boston in 1993, and I moved to DC 16 years ago to be closer to my office and my son's school.
And you came from Boston. Were you else before that?
I lived in Boston for many years. I worked at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute before going to Harvard Dental School. Before that, I moved from Iran to California to San Francisco. I started going to school there. I completed my undergraduate studies at San Francisco State, and then my graduate studies at UC Berkeley.
Wow. And then all that to Boston to here. That's a lot.
Bi-coastal, yes.
Bi-coastal.
Very
and international.
Yes, yes, and international, but really enjoyed living in both coasts. Of course, my heart is always with San Francisco, but I left my heart there. But I love East Coast, and Washington, D.C. is a very diverse and international community, which I enjoy it very much.
Mm-hmm. So you're from Iran originally. I guess that explains a little hint of an accent, a different accent.
That's very funny to say, Kurt, because the funniest thing is that I get this from everyone, that what is this accent? They can't really place it. But for myself, I can't hear my accent, so I speak like a Midwesterner for my own ear. But yeah, my accent is from the time that I was born and raised in Tehran, Iran. I moved to US about 40-something years ago, more than 40 years ago. And yeah, I've lived in two coasts. I've been very lucky to have had this opportunity and met my husband in Boston, and my son, I live with my husband right now in DC, and my son is currently living in Manhattan, New York. So we are empty nesters.
Oh, what's that?
We are empty nesters. So all is dedicated to you.
Oh, well, there we go. The members are grateful.
Thank you.
And you're a successful story of love and romance in dental school. So
yes, yes. Our dental school is famous for that. Everybody marries everybody. So.
Oh, wow. So how did you get involved in the dental society here?
Oh, that was a long, long time ago. I started when I started my own private practice, volunteering for the DC Dental Convention. In those days, we had a wonderful annual meeting at the convention center. So I started volunteering for ushering and volunteering for little things, and then I was invited to serve on the board by Dr. Donna Grant Mills, who is one of the associate deans at Howard University right now. And I've been serving DCDS ever since. It's been a love story with DCDS from those old days. DCDS is a very nice, tight-knit, kind community, and it's been very welcoming to me. And I'm very grateful to it.
And you worked your way on up?
Yes, just chiseled it away. I really, one of my suggestions and my advices to our young members is start by doing something. Any small thing matters. Nothing is too small, and you will definitely move your way up to the leadership positions. And just to make a difference. We all want to change things and make a difference, and that has been always my goal. For a better future.
And it almost sounds like a call to action to our members.
Absolutely. I have asked, and I'm asking again, please come in. We are welcoming you. We are receiving you with open arms, and just come in and do something for your society, be part of the organized dentistry. And please, I want our members to stay our members and bring in new members with them. Just mentor the young dentists and bring them in. We would love to have everyone.
Well, just hearing about your background, it sounds like you've had a lot of experience with that. I mean, you're teaching now. I also understand you used to be president of the Alumni Association. What was that like, especially given you're here in DC?
Right, it was very difficult traveling back and forth, but somehow I did it. I have been the president of HDAA, which is the Harvard Dental Alumni Association, for 2 terms, and each term is 3 years, so it was a total of 6 years. And I also served the HAA, which is the Harvard Alumni Association board of directors. I was sitting on the board of directors. I used to travel to Boston almost every other month sometimes, but it was a commitment, and I had to fulfill my commitment for both. I will also continue to serve both of these under different capacities, and hopefully with less travel time. I've learned a great deal from Harvard. Harvard being a very strong, engaging, effective, active, and diverse alumni community and board. Much like our DCDS members, the alumni communities enjoy being members of their association, which brings them together and enjoys being inclusive, diverse. It fosters connecting members and lifelong learning. They also foster these valuable connections locally, nationally, and internationally, and mentor the future generation of dentists. They understand that the work of all volunteers, especially during this time, is the key to their strength, and appreciate the time and energy that they give to them and their fellow alumni. The alumni are deeply dedicated and committed. Of course, all of this hard work could not have been possible without the support of my son and my husband, and also our amazing assistant director at Harvard, Ms. Jessica Lowe, who works just like you tirelessly to push the Alumni Association forward.
Well, thank you for your service to the DC Dental Society and the DC dental community. So
it's a pleasure. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope I haven't bored you guys.
I don't think so. Is there anything else you want to add or share before we wrap this up?
No, I just wanted to thank Smith Buckland, yourself, of course, at the Elm, for tirelessly working behind the scenes on weekends, weekdays, no matter what time it is. You always have our back. You've always worked hard, and you are up to date with all the issues, and you've been very valuable in times of COVID, sending all the messages to our members, and we are just wanted you to know that we are very grateful, and we appreciate you being there for us. We really do appreciate it. Thank you.
And thank you. I really appreciate those kind words. I will share that with the rest of the team. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's the truth. Thank you so much. I bid everyone goodbye. And I think this is the end, right, Kurt?
This is, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.